companies or members accomplishing a huge goal. They ring our Navy bell that's in the community area. And so one of our participants is going to ring the bell to kick off that you all survived 24 hours, you worked hard for the last 24 hours, and the most amazing thing in the world is that Phoenix has more participants that participated in Code Day than any Code Day of the 26 cities across the nation. So my name is Kristen Romaine. I'm the co-founder and executive director of the Cahoots Foundation. And the Cahoots Foundation is a nonprofit organization, the nonprofit arm of Cahoots Co-working Space. This is a view of Cahoots Co-working Space here. And just really quickly, because I think it'll inspire the students who are here, I wanted to explain a little bit of how Cahoots got started. I want to start again. Running around? Okay. So this is Jenny Boone. She's here somewhere. She was actually laid off from her job at the Arizona Republic about 4.5 years ago. And had done really well in school, had really done well in her career. She was really shocked when she got laid off. It really bummed her out, as I'm sure you can imagine. All of you that are like accelerating students can understand that if you're like a straight A student in school or you work really hard, if you're getting laid off from your job, really fucking off. So she got kind of bummed, decided to start her own graphic design company, was running her graphic design company out of coffee shops in her house, and realized that she missed community. She missed being around other people who were driven, who were working hard, who were making their dreams happen. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Weird. So anyway, she started Cahoots. Cahoots started with 5 members, 5 people that she saw at the coffee shops all the time. And then it's grown and grown and grown. And now we're at the point where we have over 200 members. We're about to open a second space. We are doing things with the foundation because we want to impact the community. And so this just goes to show you that some of you may have worked really hard on your projects. Maybe it didn't get where you wanted it to be. But look at the determination that tiny little girl there, Jenny, what she accomplished just by believing in herself and believing that community was important. And then if she got the right people around her, that she could do something awesome. So you guys can do that too. So here's some pictures of the Cahoots members in the space. And then last year, Jenny and I paired up. We started the Cahoots Foundation. It has 4 impact areas. The first is we want to empower those coworkers. So every one of our members, we want to make their companies and everything they do as awesome as possible. Our second area is we want to get those coworkers involved in the community and helping nonprofits through pro bono service. So all of them have these great, awesome skills, and we want to take those skills and impact the community. The third area, which is why you guys are all here, is we want to tap talent early. We want to find the greatest talent in Phoenix as early as possible, including little Ada, who's like 6.5 months old. We want her to have the best future she can, and we're willing to take our community and put it behind you. And that's why you guys have access to such amazing developers and companies and people and these judges walking up to see your project, because the community believes in you. The last area is called Co-Change the World. We actually started the first coworker exchange program for entrepreneurs anywhere that's rooted in service. So this is the things we're trying to accomplish. So our last Code Day was amazing. How many of you were there? Let's show the judges in the audience how many of you returned. Repeat offenders here. Awesome. So it was called in Cahoots, and as you can see from this picture, Cahoots was packed. There was literally not an extra chair. So when we started to plan for this one, we realized we needed a larger space. So we were very fortunate. Last night also, because of the expansion, Mayor Stanton stopped by. We heard you were top in the nation, and I wanted to show you guys. Mayor Stanton tweeted about you last night at 9:30 on Valentine's The first was, the reason that we have so many kids here and students is because we received a grant from Cox Charities, and we used that grant directly towards the students. So we said, whoever wants to come to Koge, we're going to cover your entry fee, whoever wants to come. Then, obviously, we needed more space, so we were very fortunate that SPB, who owns this building, they heard that we were trying to do Koge, that we get thrown out of our space, and they said, hey, we'll not only give you some space, we're going to let you use the penthouse suite of the third highest high-rise in Phoenix. And we said, yes, please. So what did you guys think of having all this space to use for the past 24 hours? Woo! How many of you have been in a high-rise before? Raise your hands if you've been, or had not been in a high-rise before. I know there are a lot of you. Yes. It's terrifying. I agree. I was away from the windows too. But last night when the sun set, it was awesome. You saw students taking breaks from the projects, watching the sun go down over the city. It was really beautiful to see. So we want to thank SPB. They also, Cheryl, who's in the back there, stayed all night with the kids, which is amazing. Next, obviously, is obviously Hoops Foundation. Eco Studio did all of our graphic design like they usually do. As a nonprofit, graphic design, it makes you just so grateful. So we're grateful for that. Larry.org, where's Larry? Larry's the man. How many people got super extra help from Larry last night? Larry is a developer. He works, contracts with Avnet, but he works out of Scoop, and he's so passionate about coding. Elio, where's Elio? Elio's been taking all our pictures. Elio was here all night. He was here all night. And there's no adult in the world that will sit for 2 hours and help. I mean, these guys will sit and help them through some of the most complicated things they're working through. And they're patient and they're encouraging and they explain how this relates to everything. So we're really fortunate. The logo is a little dark there, but Stephanie Para from Phoenix Union High School, she is a school board member there. She was our amazing partner that when we got the Cox grant, I said, hey, I want to get as many kids from Phoenix to this as possible, and he just got elected to the board. How about we put that? And so that's why most of you that are here from Phoenix Union, it's because she and I worked behind the scenes, and she went out to all the schools and she said, I want you to get as many kids there as you can. So that was amazing. We also had some awesome teachers that are here. Steve is here. He was here last time, stayed all night, and I told the kids, I did a lot of clubs and stuff in high school, but I never had a teacher sleep on the floor for me. That was not going to happen. So we're very, very grateful. And he not only helped his students, but he walked around and helped everyone else, which is amazing. Octa Blue, where's Coach? There he is. Stand up. And they did this presentation yesterday, workshop for the students, that the kids were so glued in. I don't know, it was amazing. Did you really enjoy that October presentation? Wasn't that cool? And some of the stuff that Coach and his team showed the students how to do is stuff that's not even released to market yet. So they were learning technology that isn't even like out there. So thank you, Coach, and your whole team. They also purchased a bunch of gadgets for that. So they purchased these kits and Raspberry Pis and things like that. GoDaddy, yay! Most of the students did not have their own laptops, so we were able to have laptops lent to us from both GoDaddy and Princeton University, which was really awesome because obviously you can't code if you don't have a computer. There's one group that I forgot to mention on the slide. Goodman's Furniture, actually, obviously the space was completely empty, and I called them and I said, I have 100+ kids coming to Koge. I'm going to need some furniture. They brought in everything from the couches, the chairs we're sitting in, all the tables, and they donated all of that to us. We didn't have to pay for any of that to use it. So we are so fortunate that that happened. One of the things I want to share with the students, this is some information from the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, GPEC. Came out with a report on technology not too long ago. And they were looking at how we compare to the other markets. And so you can see here that, yeah, Phoenix has some work to do. But let me just tell you that by having the most students come to COTE, we just sent a very clear message to the country about what's going to happen in technology here. Woo! And every technology is going to be really excited about this because we not only have the most students, we have the most minorities, I believe we have the most girls, and those are areas where the computer companies and software companies, they're starting to realize that if they don't build a diverse team, they're not going to have diverse ideas. And so this is going to be a very clear message to them about what's happening. The next thing I wanted to show you is this is a slide that shows some of the jobs in Phoenix. I wanted to show this to you because it talks about the earnings and what you can make per hour as a developer. And I know all the developers shared with you, and you saw that for them it's not about the money, it's about the passion. But I think that there's a lot of you in this room that you're not only trying to build up your own self and your own life, but you're also trying to help your families. And I know some of you shared some really touching stories about why you want to be successful in the future. And technology and software careers is a great place for you to go. So we want you to know that. We also want you to know that we are totally behind you. If you email us at Coots anytime, we'll connect you with any of these developers, any of these companies. Everyone who does not have a laptop at home, I want you to know that that's my next goal. I'm going to say that loud and proud. I'm going to be launching a program called the Pac-Man Project because the graph of students that does not have laptops looks like Pac-Man. And technology, people love video games and Pac-Man. So I'm going to go out to all the technology companies and I'm going to say, hey look, we have the most kids there. These kids want to learn how to code. They want to learn how to do this stuff. Let's give them the tools they need to do it. And after you guys come here and what you're going to show off today, trust me, they're going to say yes. So if any of you are interested, I know you all did the post survey and let us know if you're interested in being an ambassador, but if any of you are interested in helping me to accomplish that, I would love to take you out to these companies and have you share your stories and say, this is what I want to do, and these are the tools I need. Because we can get it. We can get it. Now that we're number one, we're going to get it. So that's really exciting. That we use, and it's called LGTNNW, and it stands for Let's Do This No Matter What. So I just want you guys to just have that sink in today. Some of the teams that are going to present today were not able to get to their final project. And even though we've expressed this to them multiple times, that it's not about the end product, it's about the process and what you learned, I just want you guys to know that I'm sure all the developers share this, but this happens all the time. If you're a developer, you're going to develop stuff that maybe isn't going to go anywhere, but you're learning. And what you learn from that, you're going to take to your next project or your next project. So I shared with everyone, there's folks at GoDaddy, there's folks at OctaBlue, there's people at Google right now that have spent years on projects that we will never see. But what they learn from those projects is going to create something that we do see and that could change lives. So just think about that. And if I want you to share what you learned, not necessarily, hey, we have this great, awesome thing at the end. It's more about what you learned. And that's what the judges are all looking for. So, okay, let's get started. Judges, are you ready to meet these kids? So we loaded all the students onto a thing called Pathway, and they have their project here. So you'll have about 5 minutes to present. Our first team is the chicken eaters. It's Daisy, Marco, David, Christian, Jose, and Kevin. The youngest is 15, oldest is 17. You guys can start coming out while I'm talking about it. So I just want to let him say a few words because he is super excited. When I texted him and told him we were #1, he just was like, oh my gosh, called me on the phone, we had this great celebration. So he has that entrepreneurship, which has to do with a lot of technology in the city. So he'll let him say a few things and then we'll jump into the 13th.
Thank you, Kristen. Okay, let's give Kristen, Romaine, and Odine, Domingo, and Jenny Boone, and all of your mentors around the block. I couldn't be here yesterday. I wish I could. I was at my other job. I was on a fire truck, and I was so excited. I had 7 other firefighters watching online at the time. And I think they were, they're really excited about what's going on. But, there was college basketball and other things going on, and, the slam dunk contest and on. But anyway, you all stole the show, not only here in Phoenix, but throughout the country. How does that make you feel? You led the way for COVID, so you should give yourself another round of applause. Looking around, I see some of our partners in the education community and the business community. You've all heard maybe co-exchanges and for lack of a better term, a foreign exchange program for entrepreneurs that started right here out of Cahoots, and Tony Wells is here from AT&T who helped with that, and we have other business owners, business leaders that came about because people believe in Cahoots, people believe in what Cahoots is doing, the foundation is doing, and of course, when you put that type of energy, and you've seen the hashtag, right? Tap down early. That's you. We get it here at the City of Phoenix. I'll tell you, I get it. The City of Phoenix gets it. Why not Phoenix? There's some great places out there, like deserving places like San Francisco and Seattle and Austin. But why not Phoenix? Why not Phoenix? This is a place where entrepreneurship is born. Look around, you have an ecosystem. We have education leaders, business leaders, of course, the City of Phoenix supporting co-working spaces, incubators, accelerators, higher education institutions. Everyone is bought in. And the reason, and I want you all to know this, the reason we've all bought in is because, what Cahoots has done, the foundation has done, was they figured it out. So we figured it out, okay? Something that your school board members have figured out. How many of you, raise your hand if you've been told that you were tomorrow's leaders? Come on, guys. Raise your hand if you've been told. Right.
Tomorrow's techies.
The fact of the matter is,
Entrepreneurs.
the fact of the matter is you were today's leaders. You were today's leaders, okay? And so that said, I know you have the audacity to change the world in a very, very positive way. Okay? I want you to understand that you've all been locked up in this place for a 24-hour period. In many parts.
Alright, let's move to the computer and guys figure out where it's at. Okay. They are 15, 16, and 17, and the description of their project is a dungeon platform. They use Java and Construct 2.
So we had the idea of building a underground platform in Canvas, originally planned to be in Java, and I'm the only one who had Java experience, so I figured that we could write a main engine on top of Java's own experiences, so I could simplify all of that. And they ended up learning with Java. The actual engine didn't seem to work, so we ended up switching over to Scopia and
Oh, we're using construct.
such. And it ended up not working so great because we kind of ran out of time. But we definitely learned something about saying more than actually the design. Our goal was to run a $70 or build our own framework and let everyone learn something about Java. We did actually find all the necessary electronic stuff.
Right there, up there. Up there? Okay. YouTube us.
Apple, and stuff. And we ran out of time for the other and we learned that running around engine. Java is somewhat easy to learn. Everyone has experience with it.
It's not easy to do something.
Okay, the next team, let's get you on deck. It's Laura, Alan, Arthur, Daniel, E, and Aaron.
Wait, so you did it for me? What was it?
Wait, the computer that he's using? The computer that he's using?
I think that's a Windows. That's a Windows, huh? That's a Windows.